Salut, c'est Aurélie. 3 months ago, I made an episode where I told you that I didn't know where I wanted to go for my Erasmus program. I knew more or less the cities and the countries where I wanted to go, but I didn't know the order I was gonna give the administration of my university because I had to pick 5 different universities and then create a hierarchy, and then they were gonna try to give me my first choice, but I didn't know which city I wanted to put in that first choice. So, well, guess that you saw it in the title, so it's not really a big surprise. But I'm going to Cardiff in Wales, and I am so happy, and I'm gonna tell you the journey it's been in my mind to choose that city to be in the first position. And I'm also gonna tell you the 4 different universities I put in my hierarchy, and also the reasons why that made me want to choose Cardiff in the first position. So, why Cardiff? Well, in all honesty, it's just because it was the closest university to my English host family. They live in Devon, and Cardiff, Devon, it's only 3 hours by train, so that's the main reason I chose that city. But if you go back 3 months ago, I was hesitating between the UK and Sweden, so why did I choose the UK and not Sweden? Well, of course, I would have loved to go to Sweden, and I would have loved to discover a new language, a new country, a new city, new food, new culture, etc., etc. But in January, a few weeks before making the final choice, I had a video call with my English family. I'm gonna call them my English family because, well, of course it was a host family, but with time they really became like a second family to me. So anyway, I had a video call with them, and I remember that at the end of the call, I was just thinking, why on earth would I go to Sweden? Of course, as I've said, it's a beautiful country. I would discover everything. But I've already got a loving family that is kind of expecting me back in England. So why would I go to Sweden? I mean, I guess that in the future I will have plenty of occasions to go to Sweden for holidays or for work. So why would I go there for 4 months during my Erasmus program? I could just go to the UK and be the closest to my English family and being able to see them more often than every 2 years. So yeah, that was the main feeling when we finished the video call. I was like, yes, I am not going to Sweden. I just want to be in the same country as my English family. I want to be able to go see them. I don't know at what frequency, but I want to go see them quite often. And I also want to be able to see the dogs, because back in Devon they have 2 beautiful dogs and I miss them a lot, because of course when I have a video call with the English family, I talk with them, but I can't really talk to the dogs because, well, they're dogs and they don't really understand the fact, I think, that I'm in another country, etc. Well, maybe, I don't know how smart dogs are, but I mean, my cat wouldn't be able to know that, so I don't know about dogs. Anyway, so I just figured that I was gonna go to the university that was the closest to my English family, and that university is Cardiff. And if my English family was living near Essex, I would have put the Essex University first, and if they were living in Ireland or in Scotland, I would have put an Irish or Scottish university first. So in the end, for me, the choice was really about which university is the closest to my English family, because I really miss them a lot, and due to COVID and all the restrictions, we didn't have the chance to meet again, and it's been almost 2 years that I haven't seen them like in the flesh. Don't know if I can say it it that way, but guess you understood the idea. So that's the main reason why I chose Cardiff first. Plus, 2 years ago, when I was doing my semester in England, it was a month before COVID. With some friends, we went to Cardiff to visit the city, and I just loved it because, I don't know, the city is so nice, and the people, oh my gosh, they were so lovely and so nice. I remember that I was eating my lunch in the market of Cardiff. I don't remember its name, but I think it's the main market in Cardiff. And I had my periods at that time, and oof, they were really painful, so I had to take a pill to relieve the pain. And then a guy, he was maybe 60, 70 years old, he started talking to me because he saw the pill that I was taking. And in the end, I ended up talking with that guy for an hour. And I remember that during that whole hour, I didn't touch my phone because the conversation was so interesting. And when I took it back from the table, I was like, oh my gosh, I've got so many notifications from my friends because they were worried of my location, and they were like, we were waiting for you to eat and you didn't respond, so we did went to eat without you, sorry, etc. And I was like, oh, it doesn't matter, I've just had a wonderful conversation with a guy that lives in Cardiff. So yeah, don't remember why I'm saying that, but yeah, just love the city of Cardiff, and their history over there is pretty cool too. And I'm also part of the LGBTQ plus community, and I know there are a few bars linked to the community and other events, etc. So I think I'm just gonna love it. And also, as I've said a few minutes ago, 2 years ago, I was in England to improve my English skills, but due to COVID, I didn't really have the experience I was supposed to have. And of course, I loved those 4 months in lockdown with my English family because it really helped us create stronger bonds. Is that the right word? I hope. Well, stronger relationships, etc. But there's still a little part in my head that is like, oh, you could have visited so much during those 4 months, etc. And now I'm just like, right, that's the good opportunity to do that because the COVID situation in Belgium and also in the UK is going a lot better. So yes, that's also the reason why I chose Cardiff first. But as I've said, the main reason is the proximity to my English family. And so second place, I put Essex, which is near London. Then I put Trieste. I don't really know how to say it in English, but that's an Italian city because I would love to be able to speak Italian, and I thought that being in the country was the best option, was the best way to learn the Italian language. And why that city in particular? It's because 2 years ago back in Devon, I met a guy, an Italian guy, that became one of my best friends, and he studies in Trieste, so I figured that if I had to be in a new country learning a new language, it would be nice to be in a city where I already know someone. So I put, Trieste third place. Then I put Stockholm, Sweden in the fourth place. And I ended up with Granada in Spain. And well, I had to pick a Spanish destination because with my studies, at least, when you are doing an Erasmus program, you have to choose 5 different universities. But out of those 5 universities, 2 have to belong to the languages that you're learning. For example, me, I'm learning English and Spanish, so I had to pick at least 1 English-speaking university and 1 Spanish-speaking university. And then with the 3 other ones, I could have picked a Chinese one, a Turkish one, and a Dutch one, for example. It wasn't a problem because, I just needed at least one where I could practice Spanish, another one where I could practice English, and then I could decide the 3 other ones. So in the end, yes, the reason that made me choose Cardiff is the proximity to my English family, and I also wrote about it in the cover letter, where you had to tell the administration of your university the reasons why you put that university in that place, etc., etc. So I told them it's because I've got an English family over there and I miss them a lot, and being able to study in Cardiff would be a dream for the city, but also for the closeness to my family. So yes, that's it. If you have any pieces of advice for people that are figuring out in which country they want to go to or in which city they want to go to, please leave a comment in the comment section. It's gonna be open in YouTube, Spotify and Instagram, and if right now it's not open on YouTube, it's because I just forgot it. So please come back in a few hours. The comment section should be open, and if you've got any recommendation linked to Cardiff, places I should absolutely go to or restaurants I should try, etc., you can also leave a comment about that. And that's it. See you next week. Bye.